Welcome, my dear friends. I'm Michael Amankwa, known as the Mental Catalyst. I'm thrilled to be your host on the TMC show. This podcast is your path to empowerment, guiding you to unlock your true purpose and reach your full potential in life. As a mental catalyst, my mission is to inspire, motivate, and help you transform your mindset for personal growth and positive change. As a mental catalyst, my mission is to inspire, motivate, and help you transform your mindset for personal growth and positive change. So, as part of the Success in Motion Bag Challenge, mental health awareness, we actually have 10 speeches that we are sharing with our audience. And this is episode 6 titled patience. Yeah, so like they say, patience is a virtue. So the topics we've done so far are purpose and meaning of life. We've done wellness, we've done preparation, we've done focus, we've done grit, and now we're on patience. So as I normally do, I would take us through the definition of a key word that we are talking about. So what is patience actually? So patience is the capacity to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges, delays, or difficulties without becoming frustrated or agitated. It involves the ability to wait, endure, or persist in a determined manner. I'll take it again because this is very powerful. Patience is a virtue, and this is very powerful. And a lot of us struggle with patience. Yeah, we struggle. And when we are not patient and calm, it ultimately leads to serious conditions of mental health. Okay? So, what is patience again? Patience is the capacity to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges, delays, or difficulties without becoming frustrated or agitated. It involves the ability to wait, endure, or persist in a determined manner. And as I always do, I also share some quotes that relate to the topic of discussion. So the first quote reads, "Patience is not ability to wait, but ability to keep a good attitude whilst waiting." Right? Patience is not just the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. And this is by Anonymous. So, and this is very profound and deep, right? So it's your attitude whilst you're waiting. If your attitude sucks and is crappy, obviously it compounds to whatever state you are in. The next one reads, "Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet." Aristotle. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. So I personally have learned that, look, like they say, God's time is the best. We need to learn to wait. And if you genuinely have a purpose, a goal, you've come up with a plan, you're preparing for it, you've stayed focused, and you've put in the effort, most of the time you understand why you have to wait and why some things may delay, and you also understand why you have certain challenges when you embark on an adventure, on a journey. So patience is bitter, and it's difficult waiting. Sometimes you just want to get it done and wait, and you just can't wait for it. Just like a kid waiting for his or her Christmas gift at Christmas, right? And they just can't wait to open their gift. But patience is a virtue, and it's very profound and deep, and it's something that we totally need to understand and know how to leverage. The third quote is, "Patience is when you are supposed to get mad, but you choose to understand." And this is very powerful as well. Patience is when you're supposed to get mad. And as we all know, look, life is tough, life is rough, things are not going the way we want it to go. We are short-fused, and any slight thing, Charlie, we spark, and then, there's fireworks on the mountain all over the place, right? But it's basically about how do we choose to use empathy and emotional intelligence to understand, to have better relationships. Because remember, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do here is to find ways to manage our mental health. So if we can actually understand why, we have to be patient in a particular situation, then technically we've actually, we are in charge of our emotions at that point. And remember, mental health is about how we think and how we feel, okay? Then the last one is, all great achievements require time. And this is by Maya Angelou. So, and I've learned this the hard way. Look, good things do take time. And if you're a person of faith and you trust in your maker, and if your things are delaying, believe that probably there's a good reason for it, especially when you know that you've put in the best and you're actually doing the very best you can do to manage the situation. So All great achievements require time. A lot of this is the very young ones. They're always in a hurry. They want to be a Bugatti or a Ferrari, and they want to race to their destinations as fast as possible, right? And this creates stressful situations for them, which ultimately leads them into situations that they don't have to be. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits of being patient. Okay, one, improved decision making. Patience allows you to make more thoughtful and rational decisions by giving you time to assess situations, consider options, and weigh their consequences. This is so deep, so deep. Patience, or being patient, allows you to make more thoughtful and rational decisions by giving you the time to assess situations, consider options, and weigh the consequences. A lot of times when we are emotionally high, we are not in the right frame of mind, and we rush to make certain decisions. At the end of the day, when we look back at the decision we make, when we are sober, we realize that it was not the smartest decision. And at that point, it could have cost us so much more. We could have lost relationship, we could have lost money. And sometimes the consequences, you cannot easily overcome them, or whatever the loss is, you cannot easily regain it. So it's very important for us to be patient when we are making decisions. So being patient allows us to allows or affords us the opportunity to make smarter decisions. And also it reduces stress. So patient individuals tend to experience lower stress levels as they are less likely to become agitated, overwhelmed in challenging circumstances. It's all about stress management. And stress is real. Stress is real. Sometimes you hear that somebody has just gotten a heart attack and they've popped, right? Because there's so much stress in them. And then they just get a cardiac arrest, and then that's about it. And we are like, oh, the guy was doing well. He was okay. I saw him only yesterday. How come? But the person might have been chronically super stressed, okay? So being patient helps us reduce our stress levels. Enhanced relationships. Patience fosters better communication and understanding in relationships. It can lead to more empathetic and harmonious interactions with others. As human beings, we are social beings, and we interact and relate to people all over the world. Yeah, different walks of life, different perspectives, different levels of education, all sorts of dynamics, right? But when we learn to be patient and we leverage empathy and emotional intelligence largely, we are able to have very decent and good and fulfilling and rewarding relationships, okay? And then the next one, increased productivity. Patience can lead to improved productivity as it helps individuals stay focused and committed to long-term goals without succumbing to impatience or frustration. So it leads to increased productivity when you're patient. And lastly, emotional resilience. Resilience. Patience contributes to emotional resilience, enabling individuals to better cope with adversity and setbacks and bounce back more effectively from challenging situations. Okay? So those are some of the benefits, and there are a host of them, but these are some of the key benefits of being patient. It leads to improved decision making, reduces stress, enhanced relationships, better relationships, relationships that we will enjoy, increased productivity, and an emotional resilience, okay? So that we are not easily swayed, when we are patient, you have a cool head and you're able to deal with things a lot better. But how do you develop patience? Okay, someone may ask, how do you do it? I like what I'm hearing, but how do I do it? So here are some ways to develop or improve your patience level. Practice mindfulness, and I always like this idea of mindfulness. Being in tune with yourself, being aware, being conscious. Okay, so mindfulness, meditation, and other mindfulness techniques can help you to stay present, control your reactions, and become more patient. These practices teach you to observe your thoughts and emotions without immediate judgment or reaction. Okay, the next one is set realistic expectations. Understand that not everything will happen on your timeline. Setting realistic expectations for yourself and others can reduce frustration and impatience. It's a very powerful one. All of this is geared towards helping you reduce your stress level, your emotional, emotional challenges that ultimately will culminate in you having, a challenged mental health. Okay, so we are talking about how to develop patience here. Then the next one is controlled breathing and relaxation, and this one that is one of my favorite. So deep breathing exercises and relaxation techniques can help you manage stress and maintain the composure and maintain composure in challenging situations. When you feel impatient, when you feel impatience rising, take a few deep breaths to calm your mind. Okay? And I remember when I was, doing one of my swimming lessons, and I found myself at the 21 feet, and I started panicking. And the more I panicked, the more I started feeling, heavy, and I realized I was beginning to sink. And then my mind was like, oh my goodness, is this the end of my life? Then it dawned on me that, Michael, one of your strengths is being calm and patient. So at that point, I just closed my eyes and then just let myself go. The next thing I realized, I was beginning to surface again. So it's very, very powerful to stay relaxed and patient. Then the next one is shift perspective. Try to see situations from different angles, empathize with others, and consider their points of view. This shift in perspective can help you become more understanding and patient in your interactions. A lot of times we think that, oh, Charlie, we are always right, we know it all, and all of those things. But nobody knows it all, and nobody has all the answers all the time. So it's always important for us to, be patient and calm, to try and understand where other people are coming from, to understand their point of view or their angles, and then based on that, we are able to have better interactions and better relationships. So that's another good one. Then the next one is practice delayed gratification. Okay, challenge yourself to delay immediate rewards or reactions. This can be as simple as waiting a few minutes before indulging in a snack, or taking a moment to think before responding to a message or email. And like they say, patience is a virtue, and patience moves mountains, like they say, I believe. Yes, and that's about it. So a lot of times somebody say that, oh no, it's in my DNA, I'm not patient, I'm hot, I like to giddy, and all of those things. But at the end of the day, it's proving that when you are patient, you are calm, you make the smart decisions, you're able to have the best relationships. And at the end of the day, you feel good about yourself when you are calm and you're in the right place. So this is episode 6, titled Patience. We are going to move to episode 7, which is about failure, failure. Oh, one of my favorite, which is about failure.